Alright, do I have an upgrade for you guys? So my brother who drives truck said he wanted to play on the Risky Penny app too, but I told him he couldn't do it, and then I found out he could do it, and I just had to make a little more code. So here's what I did. This is my splash page. It just tells you generally what it does, and if you want to take time, you can read all that. But the nice part is you can trade for free. However, I get a little bit of money if you choose my picks, and I get those from a automated script which tries to make the best picks it possibly can. They do expire, so you gotta kind of check them with the deck screener. But let's get into the app. Try it for free right here. Okay, so this is not going to show up unless you give me a couple bucks. But if you just don't have any money, like hello, that's me, half the time, you can hit any of these buttons here and it will play for you. And I added these earlier. These will, if you have to leave the browser window open, number one, because it doesn't know what it's doing if the browser window is closed. All of the code that's done here is inside the browser, not on my PC, and I have no clue what everybody is doing. All private. If you ever decide you want to trade for real, you can switch to live trading, go to account, which would be right here if I'm already logged in. And you can trade for real, but I suggest trading in paper mode to make sure you know how the app is working and that it is working, because hello, I just finished this. And it is untested, and so I need feedback and I need it to grow. So here we are. We have a ledger. That ledger will tell us if anything's been traded yet, and nothing has. So what the heck, let's go see what Toes Coin is doing. If I look over here, we have buys of 158, sells of a little bit more, but let me tell you, you don't want to buy when it's high. You want to buy when people are selling. The way to make money online is always to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. So this is a perfect time to buy, and I'm going to buy a little bit of fake soul into that Toes Coin. Now over here, if I hit the ledger, which is here, you'll see the ledger says hello. It took time to finish. The ledger says I invested some more. It also says down here of what I had done before. So you can stop it, start it, etc., etc. I could buy a little bit more if I wanted to, but we're not going to do that. Oh, look, see? Oh, that's Wojak, sorry. So this one should be climbing. This one will make a little bit of a percent, and just to show you guys how it works, I'm going to hit the sell button, but usually it waits till 10%. And up here you'll notice what I have already. I think that is an error somewhere back there. Oh, you know what we could do? I have a perfect idea here. Let's start over. First I want to sell and see how much that sells for. Okay, Wojak is right there. It says I sold. And hello, did it sell? It says it sold. I don't know if it made very much sold though. So I'm going to hit this up here. I'm going to reset everything. I'm going to go to, we are in paper trading mode, and if we go to the bottom, we can reset all the trades so we can start over if we lose. Well, it just makes me feel good because I don't like losing money. And we can hit remove. We can hit, okay, so this one has nothing in it. So in and out once is the risky side, and I want to tell you first that the tiny and the small amounts are risky. The mid and big amounts are stable. They're stable. So if you see a watch, it's going to go to over here. You notice if it's watch, it's a bigger token. Let's add something not too big, because the extremely larger tokens take a long time to make any money, and I feel like making money. So if we go over here, this is what it's at, and we're gonna hit buy. Yep, buy that. Okay, pretty soon when this starts blinking and this pops in a bar, it will have bought, and then it'll give you a ledger. This ledger says what it did, and you can copy the ledger. And if you don't understand anything and you see these question marks, you can pop to a different page to see those. So if we go over here, let's go to IIO. This one looks cool. Okay, so I usually go to the 5-minute mark if nothing is happening. They're busy hours and slow hours, so this looks like it could be from China maybe, you know? You just don't know. But it is up here and it's down, so you want to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. So we're going to go ahead and add this cool little coin with this IIO button. Here we are. It's called Cloud. We hit buy. Yeah, we're going to buy. Remember, this is so easy, you're not wasting any money. And here it's up 0%. Now if you see this start climbing over here, it's supposed to sell at 25%, but I'm looking for a glitch. Sometimes it doesn't sell, but it should beep and it will tell you when to sell. So that is that. And you can close these or open them. If you don't want to look at them, fine. If you want to look for more coins, you go over here. And I was just trying this one. I really like this coin here. I'm going to add it just because I like it. And this is a confidence level thing. So after a while, if you want to say, hey, why did I pick that one? I mean, I was real confident in it. But some of these you can play around with and not be confident in. And they will say, you know, you can show how much confidence you had in the coin. But you know what you should always do is check out these numbers, and it looks like they're selling, and we're gonna buy because I do believe it will go up. If you scroll, I'm scrolling this way on here. You can also go up here and hit 5-minute mark. Now if it goes up, it's probably gonna go up to about 36, which is a 25% increase, and I do believe it can do that tonight, so I'm gonna leave it there. I always check how old the coin is. It's 1 day. And nobody likes to see their coin die, so I'm pretty sure they're going to try to get people over here to pull it up. Let's see what happens. So we go over here, let's get rid of these windows. Alright, so I told you if you see a question mark, check it, click it so that you can see where it goes. Now this is going to take us out of this window, which we don't want to do, so I'm going to right click it, open it in a new tab. This is our feature guide. Remember to right click. I could say open in blank, but I think I forgot that in code. This is where our video is going to go eventually, and I'm going to have AI make it. But because I am pressed for time tonight, I just thought that I would quickly make a video to put it up there, then put a more professional one up later. But go through all of this. Remember, you don't have to spend a dime. This is just to show you whether you can successfully trade or not. Remember, the browser window has to be open. Last night I went to sleep and it didn't sell, and it made $70 on a $20 investment. So I felt good about that, but it doesn't always go that way. It's supposed to automatically sell. This one, what happened here? No trades yet, so you gotta buy. If you don't buy, it ain't gonna sell. Okay. Thought I did buy, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. No, I bought Cloud, I think. Anyway, here we are. So you watch this and you wake up in the morning and see if you made any money. Your money goes here. How much you have left is here, and these are all phony wallets. Don't ever try to put any money in these wallets. They are not real. It says fake. Simulated paper wallet, no real funds, fake. So there's nothing you do here unless you're losing and you want to reset your trades and get some more money to play with. Okay, that's how it's done, and I hope everybody likes it. And I hope it's easy to use. One more thing I wanted to share was over here I have this thing called even. This little button right here. If you turn it on, you're bound to win. I just don't know how much money it takes. make sure I turned it on. I did. And these are just automated settings. I just leave them alone. And it tells you a little bit about what it's for here. Anyway, just leave that on, let it spend its money, do its thing, and yeah, see if we can make money overnight. And hopefully I'll have another video, a better one, up in a week. I really don't know how this week's gonna go.